The old man was fishing. Suddenly, there was movement on the line, but he hadn't had time to get closer. When the fishing rod broke, he threw the rod aside. As soon as he grabbed the line, he felt a strong pull. The old man controlled the line carefully, hoping the big fish would bite the hook more deeply, but the line was almost used up. He quickly tied an additional line. The old man sensed that this might be the biggest fish of his life. Soon, the line stopped moving. He thought the fish was tired, but no matter how much he pulled, he couldn't move it. Instead, the fish got furious and was dragging the boat forward. The old man wrapped the line around his body and began to struggle with the fish. For hours passed, and the boat was still being dragged forward. Land was no longer in sight. The old man was exhausted. By evening, he was soaked in sweat, yet he hadn't seen the fish even once. He began to run out of strength. Throughout the night, the fish did not change direction. The old man touched the line, trying to feel how tense it was, to estimate how much strength the fish had left. Clearly, the fish was still strong. He lit a kerosene lamp, ready to continue fighting. He poured seawater on his head to stay awake. Suddenly, the other fishing rods shook violently. Some even broke. Seeing the lines fall quickly, the old man decided to cut them and threw the spare rods into the sea. He didn't have the energy to deal with other fish. He tied all the extra lines together. Then, the big fish pulled hard again. The boat shook violently. The old man was almost dragged out of the boat. The line was still being pulled into the sea. He tied the line to his body again. The boat continued moving forward. After such a long struggle, his hands were cut and bleeding. Ignoring the pain, he submerged them in seawater. The stinging helped him stay awake. After a few more hours, he noticed that the line's angle became horizontal. The old man knew the fish was rising. He slapped his thigh and grabbed the line again. Finally, the fish leaped out of the water. Incredible. The old man was astonished. It was a marlin bigger than his entire boat. Its back was now full of air, so it couldn't dive. Now he just had to wait for it to tire. But the fish was still strong and started struggling. The old man knew this was the final moment. He used all his remaining strength to slowly bring the fish closer. His hands were covered in blood. For the first time, he saw the fish clearly up close. It was enormous. At the critical moment, he pulled hard again, wrapped the line around his body, and looked at his torn hands. He had reached his limit. He continued using seawater to stay conscious. When he stood up, his vision was already blurred. The fish finally ran out of strength and floated on the surface. With his consciousness fading, the old man slowly dragged the fish toward the boat. This fish had taken him 2 whole days and nights. Then, relying on his years of experience at sea, he quickly found the way back home.